Well, today's a culmination of a lot of things. One of the most is just the hard work that is put into getting to this day from your staff, both the on-the-field guys that are on the road and the off-the-field guys that spend an enormous amount of time putting efforts into recruiting young men to our great university. We are extremely excited about a class that I think from top to bottom actually may be our best since I've been here. We have a chance to finish with the most 4+ stars in the history of our. We're waiting on one now. Hopefully that we'll win out before the day's up, and we'll find out shortly if that's the case. And if so, we will have the most 4+ stars in the history of our school. I had a chance to finish in the top 15 for 3 straight years in a poll, which has never been done before, and certainly it's going to be the 3rd straight year that we finish in the top 20. All of that means very little because it's what these young men do after they get here. But I do believe that we've identified young men and their families that fit for Ole Miss, and that is huge to us because our niche here is developing young men that fit with us and are motivated by the environment that we have here to be great. And I think we've done that very, very well. It was a challenging class because of the number crunch that we were under with the limited number of spots. It's very hard to go after a large enough pool that when you don't hit on one of your guys that you go hard at for a year, it's very difficult to have a lot of plan Bs. You can have a few, which we were fortunate to have a few in a couple cases, but it's difficult to manage, whereas if you have a bigger class, the pool can become bigger. So I think our staff managed that extremely well, and I'm very pleased with today. You always lose some when you're battling for some of the nation's best. Every school does. We had a few of those, but we also won many, many battles of kids that really want to be at Ole Miss in this program, representing this great university, and I'm excited to get to work with them. The mid-year class, I think, was a home run. I think DJ Jones is a super talent that is one of the quicker twitched guys I've seen on film. We lost 2 guys to graduation. Our whole pitch to him throughout the recruiting process was, man, hey, here's the number of snaps these 2 guys, Bennett and Levon, played, and we think you have the ability to come in and replace those snaps. And I think he can. He's a super talented kid. Tony Bridges is one of the best looking corners that I signed. I think our DB class, we'll talk about it later, but I arguably would put it up with any DB class that has been signed to the guys that we've signed in that. Terry Crawford is an athletic linebacker that gets us longer, faster. And Javon Patterson, man, I don't know if I've been any more crazy about a young man and his family as I have that guy. He's a phenomenal talent and a special, special kid. He could easily be the class president of the university and represent this place with such class and handles himself so well. And then Chad, obviously, y'all know me long enough that I don't run from many subjects, and he's made some poor decisions that have cost him some opportunities and almost cost him this one. And he understands exactly what we have to do moving forward. He's got some strong, reins on him, hopefully. But I was asked today on one of the radio shows, tell us your thought process on that. And my thought process is really simple. The media and social media in particular try to make it difficult, but my thought process with situations like this is usually pretty simple, and it's simply this. I balance on the scales an opportunity for a young man to rewrite his story with the possibility of me having embarrassment. That's really how I see it. And if me getting embarrassed is the worst thing that happens to me in life, I'll be okay. I've been embarrassed before, and I'm sure I will be again. But I do think that he has some redeeming qualities that hopefully we can help put some structure around him that will enable him to rewrite his story in a positive way. And sure hope and pray like heck that he doesn't embarrass our team, our university, and myself. But that is a possibility, and that is certainly something I know, I recognize, and I will have to own. But got great support. I run everything by our administration, and I know that they trust my judgment, and I trust the coaches that I put around them, and hopefully we can help them succeed. Well, that was a big get for us. We needed a Mike linebacker, and one that fit with us. And it didn't take me long after we started talking to him about the last 2 weeks to know that he fit with us very well. I love his core values. I love the principles he is about and that his family is about. And it was very difficult for him to break away from him giving his word. The only difference was he was committed to play a defensive end out of school, and I sent one of our coaches, Coach Barney, down to, I kid him, we called him a SEAL Team 1 to South Beach, and if you know Barney, you'll get that joke later, but and when he got there, you know, we put him on FaceTime with me, and I took a tour of the whole place because he you know, he did not trip, and it was just through, you know, relentless efforts of our staff to convince he and his mom, Marlena, who are dear people, that we would take good care of him. And the opportunity here at Mike linebacker was a special opportunity to play at this school, in this league. And fortunately, we were able to convince him to come with us. But he's a 6'4", 245-pound guy that can run, and I think he's going to fit with us very nicely.